we're going to go ahead and get started.
Oh, yeah.
So, welcome to the 62nd Amazon MRA graduation. I'm not Dave Tucker. He is on his way. Our vice president's on his way. You've probably seen him a few times throughout the 12 weeks. But he got stuck on Interstate 70 in a traffic jam, so he'll be here probably in just a few minutes. My name is Jerry Ruble. I'm the Director of Industrial Maintenance Training for Vincennes University Business and Industry. So we do all kinds of training for industry in Indiana, to include Amazon, Toyota, Subaru, and a number of other companies. So we started this training in 2019. Amazon and BU got together, and Amazon was needing a lot of technical people, like thousands of technical people. And they're like, how in the world are we going to get them? Because when you place ads out there, they can't really find anybody. Not the volume that they need. So we got together, and we had been doing some training for Toyota and Subaru because they were in the same situation, just not on as big a scale. You know, Toyota down south, they have about 200 maintenance people in their plant. So they were afraid that at 25 years, they'd have a lot of their senior people retire, and they're like, we're not able to find people, so we're going to have to make our own. So they just started bringing people from within, going through a 16-week class that we're doing down south, and they were developing their own industrial maintenance people out. You need what you need to keep your business running. So Amazon was no different, you know. I think the first Amazon facility I went to was Indy 1. I don't know if you've been to Indy 1, but when I went to Indy 1, I came from an automotive background, so I worked a lot with Toyota in the engineering field. So when I went to Indy 1 and I looked around, I'm like, what in the world's going on here? Because there was like 2,000 people, and they're pushing around shopping carts and picking stuff, you know, and I'm like, there's no automation here at all. There's like one conveyor in the building, which was a shipping conveyor, but that was it. There was zero automation. So we're like, okay, this is where we're at, but this is where we're going. And they can show little videos of robots running around, you know, picking parts and placing parts and doing all those kinds of things, all kinds of automation. So we're like, yeah, you're going to need a lot of people. You're going to need a lot of people with technical skills to be able to program robots, troubleshoot PLCs, know what sensors are, understand electricity, be able to troubleshoot things. So we got together and we had our first pilot in the fall of 2019 in Plainfield. And then they wanted to very quickly ramp this up as fast as they could. So May of 2020, right in the middle of COVID, we started the first class, first 12-week class. It was mostly for people local in the region, just to get started. Since then, like I said, this is the 62nd class for this graduation. So in 5 years, we went through lots and lots of people, probably around 1,200. I haven't got the exact number, but somewhere around 1,200 people. So lots of things have changed since you got here in February 4th. I was looking back to see how things were in February. Cohort 61, when they came here, it was like in the middle of a blizzard almost. Looks like when you guys came on that Monday, it was like 70 degrees that day in February. It wasn't too bad of a day, but I saw we had some snow and stuff come in. So I know some of you are from the West, California, Washington. A lot of you are from the Midwest, so you're probably used to this kind of weather. But some of the California people, maybe not so much. Especially the last few weeks, severe storms, tornado warnings, all that kind of stuff going on. So not only did you have to, you know, survive all of this classroom and lab activity and learning all these skills, you're kind of, you know, away from home, away from your family and friends. You're in a really small town. Maybe a lot of you are from bigger towns. So a lot of things different, a lot of challenges for you, and you overcame all those things. Everybody's completed all their courses, got all their sockets completed, and you're ready to move on to this next portion of your apprenticeship, the on-the-job learning. So I think what you did was a very, very good decision of coming to the MRA program. You know, with technology like it is today and things getting more and more technical, the need for people with your skills and your baseline abilities that you have now and the things that you're going to gain, you know, your value will just continue to go up. Employers will need you in their facilities. So this is a really, really good decision you've made. You come here, you put in a good effort, you passed all this. I know it was a long 12 weeks. There's a lot of things that you had to battle through. A lot of things you probably didn't know anything about. Maybe some things you had some knowledge about, but a lot of things that you've never heard of or dealt with before. And you successfully got through all those things. So I see David's walked in. He's off the highway. So this is our Vice President, David Tucker. He's been here since the very, very beginning of the Amazon program. So, David.
Sure. Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to your families and friends. Thanks for the folks who are here in person, who are guests. Did we go through guests?
Not yet.
Okay. And thanks to the folks who are online. Really appreciate you tuning in. How many people do we have? Can you tell Rochelle?
10.
10 people online. Okay. Well, that's good. You know, one of the things is this is a big kind of risk that all of you took jumping into this thing. And when you took that risk, your friends and your families came with you on this journey. And so we got a lot of people to thank for putting us in the position that we're in today, being able to put on this program, being able to get you into this program, partner with Amazon and the third parties, and getting you through. So for those of you who have guests that are here, will you please stand up and introduce the folks who are with you today? How about that? Can we start over here?
All right, so this is my older sister. This is my nephew Antonio. This is my great niece.
All right. Well, thank you. And where did you come in from? Indy. All right. I came in from Indy too. You guys made a little better time than I did. So thanks for being here. Really do appreciate you being here. And so thanks. We as some of you know, Vincennes University is one of Indiana's 7 state-supported universities. And one of our big missions is to provide workforce training to the residents of Indiana. Our mission is broader and includes serving our corporate partners wherever they have employees that need to be served. But certainly in Indiana, we want to fulfill that promise that we've made to the state and the funding that comes from the state on that front. So where are you going to go back to in Indy? Where are you going to be located? Yeah.
I'm going back to Fort Wayne.
Oh, you're going to Fort Wayne. Oh, so you came in from Indy, but you're going to Fort Wayne. Oh. All right, well, good. Congratulations, that's great. Who else we got here? Maybe say your name too, will you?
My name is Jessica, and this is Mason. So I'll be going back to Oslo, Washington.
All right, well, great. Mason, did you come in all the way from Washington?
No, I'm from here.
Okay, you're from here. Are you going back to Washington or, huh? Wow, okay, well, that's great. Congratulations, we're gonna miss you, Mason, but congratulations. That's great. Who do we have back here?
This is my dad, mom, baby.
And you are, okay, Brittany, and your folks came in from where? Greenfield, Indiana. Hancock County, we love that. Thanks for making the trip. And so then are you returning to Greenfield? All right, well, thanks. Well, thanks again, Mom and Dad, for being here. Proud moment, that's for sure. Who do we got back here in the back?
We're from the other cohort.
Okay. Other Amazonians. Okay, good. Well, thanks for being here. You see how it goes, right? It's just as easy as, it's the easiest part of the Amazon program is graduation day, I think.
They're up next.
Huh?
They're up next.
You guys are up next. Okay. So we'll see you in 3-4 weeks, correct? 3 weeks. All right. Excellent. Well, way to go. We'll look forward to celebrating that with you here shortly. One of the things that we like to do when we do these graduations is hear from the class. Very rarely do we have a class that comes to graduation and says, we don't have a speaker, we just want to get on with it, get us out of here. And our experience with those classes is that they didn't have the kind of camaraderie and support for each other that we're really looking for. When classes come in, I'm always interested in having some students that get 90s pluses on all of their sockets and are lights out geniuses as it comes to industrial maintenance. But I'm much more interested in having class come in here and having everybody work hard and everybody work together and everybody graduate with all of their sockets and all of their credits and everything that they set out to do. And this is a perfect example of that. It's a testament to Amazon and the third parties for picking the right people. It's a testament to all of you for doing all of the hard work that it takes to get there, and a testament to all of you for working together to get everybody through. We always know that some people naturally are better at some things than others, but helping each other get through is what it takes. Because when you go back to your SCs and you're working in those tech positions, you aren't going to be able to solve every problem. You're going to have to rely on some other people. You can rely on help from folks on the line as well. It's a real team effort. You guys learned that here, I think, as part of this program. So our speaker for this class is Zedric Rucker. Zedric, come on out. We got it. Okay, no notes, you're ready to go. Okay.
I'm glad that we made it through this, really all of us for one, because I definitely want to see all of us graduate, especially those who are really just not feeling it. You know what I mean? Yes, Brandon, I'm talking about you too. So how much? I'm thankful that the last 6 weeks went by as fast as they did, because I'm really trying to get back home, right? I'm glad that we have facilities, to help us kind of take a break. Like for me, I went to the gym, so I'm in cutters. Either way it goes, I'm glad we have those facilities to ease our mind, right? And
What's my bowling?
bowling, that was cool. I was losing. He said, "Chucky." Bruh. But either way it goes, man, I'm just happy on our next step, right? Because I'm ready to get back home, man. I just found out my twins. I'm having 2 boys. That's what my mind is right now. I'm ready to get back. Right? But congratulations, everybody. Glad to see you graduating. And hope you enjoy the rest of your life. We'll never see you again.
I made a video, guys. Wow. Video, my Jay.
So take the photographs, you're still friends in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and days cannot try. Through its work, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you at the time of your life.
Yeah, that's our first work. Thanks for the brother, by the way.
Don't waste yourself. Don't waste
Congratulations,
guys. Nice. I think that's the first group that's had a cohort video, isn't it? We've had a lot of innovations. We've had class mascots like the monkey that's up there in the tree. We've had other things. We had coordinated outfits one time. But I think nice job on the video. That turned out great. There you go. This program wouldn't be possible without employer support. If we can't thank our friends at Amazon enough for bringing this program here and making the opportunity for us at VU to be able to do this. I'm not kidding when I say this is the most exciting thing that I've been able to work on at VU, and it's still the most exciting thing I get to work on. A small state-supported school like Vincennes University, we pride ourselves on getting to work with some major employers. We have partnerships with John Deere, we have partnerships with Cummins, we have partnerships with Toyota and Subaru, and a lot of other big companies. But none of them are as big or as important to this university as the one we have at Amazon, and then also the third parties that send employees here to this program. And so, want to thank the third parties, CBRE, CWS, and JLL, but particularly want to thank Amazon, who came to us from the very start and trusted us as partners, and then we've got to walk along with them for the last now 5 years on this program. And one of the people who's been here since basically the beginning is Rini Montevice. Rini and I got to know each other when this program was kicking off in Indianapolis in October of 2019. And Rini's been around in various capacities, but we couldn't ask for anything more than have Rini now, in this role as program manager. So Rini, come up and say a few words, will you?
Yeah. Again, first, congratulations on this milestone officially. We talked about ownership and bias for action throughout the whole time. So first, the ownership. You have owned the entire process, and you've done it with the VU staff. Please give them another big, huge round of applause, because they are the ones doing the hard work. So continue to own your development. This is a springboard. Hopefully you will take a big jump into the pool of development and continue to push the needle, push your learning. As you taught me just yesterday, you can never stop learning and getting and giving feedback. So please continue to do that. Bias for action. Never forget, a good technician always does things right. Always does things right. A good leader always does the right thing. So please remember that you are leaders first. Remember that your bias for action, and the biggest bias for action you can have, is your safety. Stopping work for safe conditions are always your biggest bias for action. Look out for yourself. Look out for your team. Look out for your internal customers. Stay safe. Continue to grow, and congratulations on this huge milestone in your career. Thank you.
All right. One of the things that I want to remind all of you and your guests is that this is an academic program here at Vincennes University. A formal certificate of program completion in mechatronics and robotics. It carries 19 credit hours of Vincennes credit. With it, it's stackable to an associate's degree. And while today you're probably much more interested in getting your stuff packed and getting your cars and plane rides out of here, and probably don't want to think about taking any tests here for a little while, I do want you to keep in mind that Vincennes University has an associate's degree that's stackable with these credits that you have. And if you've got other college credits, if you've served in the military, we can work with you to take all of those and add those towards what you've done, and eventually get you to a VU degree. And we've got an associate's degree that this stacks to, and then we've got a bachelor's degree in technology that this also stacks to. And I think, you've proven a lot of things to yourselves. But one of the things that you've definitely proven is that you can do college work. That's what this is. And if you can put in the time like you have at Amazon before you came here, if you can make the effort to get through this program like you've done, you can achieve just about anything that you want. And a Vincennes University associate's degree or bachelor degree is very achievable by all of you. Those were some pretty grim faces that you saw on those faculty members' faces. But they'll all tell you that this is as hard of a program that VU runs. It stacks up harder than what our College of Technology students do, and this is what this is aligned with. But most college students come here and they sign up for anywhere from 12 to 15 credit hours per semester, 4 semesters to get a degree. You came here 12 weeks, 19 credits. That is a heavy lift. That's a lot of hard work. And the work is also complicated and sophisticated. So please keep in mind in the future that there are opportunities to come back to VU. The other thing about that is you can do that all online. So as much as you miss studying at Cutter's, you can do all your remaining classwork online, and we'll help get you through. Thanks, Randy, for pointing out these faculty members of ours. They're great. As you've learned, they all have knowledge, they all have practical experience, and then they also have that special quality of being able to take that knowledge and take it from their brains and those books and these lab tests and put it into your brains and put it onto your hands so that you can do these things. So I want to thank all of our instructors, Josh Brett, Stephen Corey, Charles Martin, Wesley Rourke, Dan Stanescu, Larry Tennant. Also want to thank Brett McCandless and Jerry Ruble, who oversee this program. And Rochelle, thank you very much for everything that you do, keeping this thing running. And also want to introduce for a few words Jason Grimme.
No, we're not going to do that. The ones you know are not the ones you guys have been listening to me for the last 6 weeks, so I'm not going to make this very long. All right, and Jay, you're off there's no smart board that I need help with. Yes, definitely. So this cohort, as you guys know, was kind of my first one to go all the way through the last 6 weeks with. I sat through the training with you guys were kind of the first ones. So you guys watched me stumble and trip and fall a couple times and didn't really make fun of me a whole lot. I appreciate that. And there were times I asked for your patience when I had to work through some things or get another instructor's assistance to come over and help in class with some of the trainers and stuff, because I just wasn't 100% as familiar with some of the situations that were created. So I appreciate you guys' patience and allowing me to work through that with you. So just get familiar with the process. So y'all got here 3 months ago. What I kind of got written here, you got 3 months ago not knowing what was expected of you, not knowing what was coming, really not having any idea. You came here as 21 individuals, but after 3 months, you're leaving as one class. And you guys formed some bonds and some friendships with people you didn't know. And you can see that socially, you can see that in the classroom. That's a very important thing. And you're going to learn to lean on each other in this industry. You're going to have journeymen or seniors or whatever the term is that you're going to lean on. And you're going to need that. So I know that from Met Drives, Blue to first class, all the way through PLC troubleshooting, which we just got through, There was a lot thrown at you guys in a short amount of time. I believe Dan's word is we had to drink it from 2 fire hoses at once. And you guys handled it very well. One thing that I was really impressed with was when I saw a student, one of your fellow students, struggling. I saw other students step in and help. Nobody isolated anybody in this group. Everybody stepped in and helped and pulled through. And like, you know, we had some people that once in a while would, hey, I don't understand this. And you had several other of your classmates jump in, as well as the instructors, but more so than their peers. And that's what you're going to need in the field as well. You're going to run into things. You're going to run into a machine and you're going to, I don't know what's broken on this thing. Why is it doing it? Okay. And being able to lean on each other is important. And being able to ask questions. Never, ever stop. What we've done here is we've given you the language to speak. We taught you a new vocabulary. We taught you a new language. That language you're going to learn to speak. You've learned to speak. You can use that with your seniors, with your journeymen. Now that you can communicate with them, you can learn more, you can improve more. You're going to learn something from every installation you do, every repair you do, every diagnosis you do. You're going to learn something from every person you work with. Sometimes what you're going to learn is, I don't ever want to do that, but you're going to learn something. And you'll never, ever stop learning, whether it's your first year in the field or your last year before retirement. Every job you're going to learn something from. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to ask questions. One of the things that we didn't discuss, Renee touched on it at a corporate level, I guess, safety. We go over it briefly, but we've got a lot of information to touch you, to teach you. One of the things that I always say, whether it's your first day on the job or your last day on the job, I tell you, Renee and Amazon probably will go on with this. We always use the term a stop work card. Okay? You have the right, if you don't understand, if you don't think something is safe, you have the right to stop work. Everybody does. And have somebody explain it to you why, hold on, is this safe? And have somebody explain to you why it's safe. Okay, and maybe a new set of eyes. Maybe they're doing something unsafe. Maybe they're doing it that way for 15 years and didn't realize it. You want to go home from this position, from this job, work the same way you got to work. You have brand new twins. What do you have? You have brand new twins that are going to be waiting on you. You want to go home with all your fingers to hold them with. So safety is that you don't, you've got one kid for each finger. Right? So, yeah, you're the exception. So, with that, guys, you have a great resource that you've got. You're going to know more than you think you do when you see this stuff. You're going to be reminded of it. Stuff you think you're not going to use, you are. But never stop learning. Never stop. Every installation, every repair, every diagnosis. Put that in your memory bank and build on it. Build on it for the next 20 years. Always be safe. And from the instructors, from the staff and everybody, thank you guys for participation. Thank you for trying hard. Thank you for everything you did to get through the program. You guys got yourself through it. We just showed you the way. So be safe. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Jason. We're really glad to have you on the team too. So thank you very much. Great words. Another language that you guys, I think, can now take back to your hometowns and to your families and friends is lifelong learning and education. For those of you that have not done higher ed before, or maybe started before and stopped out to work and came back to this, one of the things that you now can talk about is how you've been successful in higher ed, and how you can continue to be, but also be an example for your family and friends, and let them know that, you take the smarts that you have, you apply some hard work to it, you figure out a way to make some time for it, and you can go achieve your dreams. And not only are you doing that yourselves, but you can take that back to your friends and family, and we hope that you do that. You're also spokespeople for this program. So we hope you take this back to your FCs. We hope you tell them, look around at the people who have the same potential that all of you have the same drive, have the same ambition, have the same career goals, and talk to them about this program. You're our best spokespeople. We can talk about it all we want. Grimme can advocate it all he wants. But it's you folks going back, talking about what a great experience that you've had, showing your FCs what you've learned, and applying those things. But then also, Amazon's got a big need for techs over the next several years. And for you to go talk to your coworkers, encourage them to get into this program, and hopefully you've had a good experience here at Vincennes, and encourage them to come here if they can. The other schools are really great too, but we'd love to see you continue to promote this program right here, and we'd love for you to stay in touch with us here at VU. I think now we're getting to the real formal part of this thing. Pretty formal putting your caps and gowns on, so thanks. But this is the actual conferring of certificate program completion. So will all of you who are eligible for the award of the certificate of program completion, please stand. All right. And everybody's tassels on the right. How are you going to turn that tassel from right to left anyway? Okay. I just want to make sure you got a plan all along. Okay, that's good. That's right. It's my privilege to certify that these candidates meet the necessary qualifications for the conferring of the certificate of program completion in mechatronics and robotics. The faculty has prepared the students to meet the requirements of Vincennes University and join me in recommending that the appropriate certificates be conferred. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by Vincennes University and the Vincennes University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer on you certificates of program completion in mechatronics and robotics and automation with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Okay, so now, Brett, you're going to say the names?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do, okay, now you can sit down. Thank you. Brett's going to call out your name. Jerry and I are going to be over here, and we're going to hand out the certificates. Rochelle's going to take some photos. Those photos will be up on Chime sometime this afternoon or tomorrow for you to see. So we'll just come through, okay?
Ready? All right. Indra Vista. Cody Fields. Dario Garcia. Warren Grimme.
Turn it back upside down. Watch me.
Castillo Joaquin. Brandon Jordan.
I knew it.
Oscar, yeah. Derek Norley. Antonio Phillips. Speed walking today. There you go. That made this funny. Chris Ruble. Upside down. Yes, you got Rucker. I'm holding it like, you know what I'm saying? I got it. Justin Saker. Brittany Sealaw.
Okay, let's get mom. Mom, come on in here and get a photo. You got it? Okay.
Landon Sands.
All right. Well, congratulations, graduates. I did get a couple of comments on this outfit that So, my daughter got married last year, and so we actually had two wedding ceremonies. We had an Indian or Hindu wedding ceremony, and so I had this for the Hindu wedding, and then we had a Western wedding in Episcopalian church. I wore a tuxedo. And so we got the next group, part of the next group in here. I'll let you guys decide. For the next graduation, you want to see this, or you want to see the tuxedo?
Oh, the tuxedo.
Huh? Okay, we'll do Western for boots. No, it's not Western cowboy. It's Western. You got Hindu, or you got tuxedo. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not cow. I mean, I could go cowboy, but that will definitely get me in trouble with President Chuck Johnson. Who wants to see this, and who wants to see the tuxedo first? Who wants to see this outfit next time? Okay, tuxedo. Tuxedo. Okay. All right. So we got that settled for next time. Let's go ahead and finish you guys off. Some closing words from Brad Paul. And then the only other thing we'd like for all of you to assemble over here. We'll take a group shot for all of you, and then we'll adjourn. So congratulations, everybody. Great job.
So, a lot of good things have been said already. I don't have a lot of extra to add. Been through several of these graduations. Something relatively new is the video thing that people are doing. Yeah. Which I really love. It's really great. And I thought Javelle did a great job on that. I really liked it. And do it. Gotta keep it going. So find somebody in your cohort that's willing to do this. And we'll have another nice video for the next graduation. So just a few things to touch on. One is I just wanted to say that, or reiterate that, this is a tough program that you've been through. You should now know that you are capable of doing this, and that you should not be afraid for any new kind of challenges that come your way, because you know now what it takes to overcome them. You know what it takes now to do any future coursework, if you want to go on in education or go on for more training at work, or any kind of opportunity that comes up at work. You think, man, that seems big for me, but you know now that you can do it. So that's a great thing that you should leave here with. And the safety part, yes. Make sure you're always taking that time to look around just a few seconds before you start on something, just to be aware of your surroundings and make sure things are safe. That's a very important thing on the job to do. And don't let anybody hurry you, no matter what somebody is standing behind you saying, get it going, let's get this working. Don't let them rush you. Take that time to be safe. And really, probably the last and most important thing I have to tell you is to make sure you turn in your room key before you leave. Okay?
I could get his license plate.
What?
I could get his license plate now.
Well, congratulations, y'all. You deserve this. You earned it, and it's a great accomplishment.
All right.